Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are going to be jumping into Wintersun with Sons of Winter and Stars. For those of you who've seen my channel for a bunch of time, I've reacted to Wintersun in the past, and a little bit ago I deleted all my videos off my channel when we had the whole copper bullshit, and I was like, the fuck do I do? I don't really want to get claimed, etc, etc, etc. So I don't have any Wintersun reactions on my channel anymore, which sucks, right? Which is sad. But as you do, as we all do, we need some Wintersun, and Wintersun is great. We're going to act like I've never heard the song before in my life, and we're just gonna enjoy and go into it and just thoroughly enjoy. That's the plan anyway. But still, before we get into Yari's amazing vocals, don't get me wrong, I love that opening. The opening is so fucking meaningful. It goes from so angelic and masterful and peaceful into that just symphony of everything all coming together into that beautiful drum timing, and then adding in all of those beautiful central guitars into that mix, and it just makes everything so fucking perfect, man.
The symphony of dying lights.
Do you know what I love most about this song? This song is just like, you think it's going to be one specific way, but then you notice it's just everly changing, it's everly going between certain places, and it just keeps moving and moving and moving, and you can't quite place where it's going to be, because like normal Melo-Death is very in one place, whereas Wintersun have never been that way ever since their first ever album. And trust me, I've been listening to Wintersun since the beginning, since most of the reactors on YouTube ever heard of Wintersun. I've been listening to Wintersun since I was like a kid, almost, man. When their first album came out, I heard Beyond the Dark Sun and I was fucking hooked, man. Let's go. let me just pause it a second, man. Can I just point out how Kite is just not even... It looks like he's not... It looks like he's doing it so effortlessly. So effortlessly. There we go. He just looks like he's so fucking comfortable. I know he's sweating. I know he's putting effort into it. Don't get me wrong. But it just looks so effortless, man. Just the way that all of the band members are just so flowing together. The thing that I see a lot of people missing out when they first react to this song is that while Yari's vocals are amazing, people just miss out the fact that the two other guitarists actually have amazing growls also, and they just help out and really add to that style, which we'll see a little bit later on into the video, that we'll just see all of the guitarists just helping out with the vocals a lot more, adding like 2 or 3 different types of growls into it, which kind of expands the flow of the song and expands the way that the song can be, because it just adds those different vocal styles. It's like when you add vocal layers onto your vocal style. Like if you have like an undertone of like a whisper, but then you have like a growl on top of it, you get the 2 different kind of flow mixtures, and it just works so very well, just in that same kind of style, and it's just amazing, man. Don't get me wrong, either way. And then just before we go into this transition, it's just like we've had the amazing epicness of just hearing Yari's pure fucking forceful, powerful vocals. Now we're going to go see that different side of his voice. Because if you didn't know, Yari, like before Time came out, Yari couldn't sing properly. Like he could, but he couldn't at the same time. Like his like cleans weren't as good as his growls, and he worked tirelessly on them. He literally worked so hard to get them up to where they needed to be, in order for him to perform songs like Sons of Winter and Stars, because he needs that really powerful clean in order to make the transition between the dark and the light just work so effortlessly and so perfectly. And yeah, man, let's go.
So soft and cold, die. We are the sons of winter and stars. We've come from afar beyond time. Forever the fire burns in our hearts. Our world shall never die. With the arms of the wind we ride till dawn. As the waves of the ocean cry so strong. We wander in the stars until we're gone. Our fate is sealed by eternal sun.
Sons of winter and stars, we've come from afar beyond time. Forever the fire burns in our hearts. The world shall never die. In the arms of the wind we ride till dawn. As the waves of the ocean cry so strong. We wander in the stars until we're gone. Our fate is sealed by eternal sun. Until we fade away, it's not too late to find a way. Until we fade away, it's not too late to find a way. The energy flows in me like a river of stars. Like the road and by the circle of fire, but eternal lies frozen my heart. I'm lost in the pathways of time, but now the time has come for us. We are the sons of winter and stars. We come from afar beyond time. Forever the fire burns in our hearts. Our world shall never die. In the arms of the wind we ride till dawn. As the waves of the ocean cry so strong. We wander in the stars until we're gone. Our fate is sealed by eternal sun. We are the sons of winter and stars. We are the sons of winter and
Yeah, man. I just can't pause that bit. That bit is just too epic for me to pause. There's no space for it, you know what I mean? You have to listen to the whole thing in one massive go. Although if the song doesn't work, it's like when you listen to Epica, and he says something like Kingdom of Heaven, and then he paused just as Marcus is doing his scream just before the solo. If you pause in between that, it kind of kills the epicness leading up to it, if that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. And yeah, man, what else did I forget to mention? Oh, yeah, Yari has one lung, or like a lung and a half, something like that. He had like, I think it's like a quarter of his lung removed from when he caught tuberculosis when he was in the army. Kite is now in Nightwish, obviously. I don't think he's being utilised to the extent he was in Wintersun, though he's not out of Wintersun. He's still there, he's just on a kind of break, because he's like a fully fledged member of Nightwish right now. And yeah, man, what do I need to say? Amazing song, amazing track, fucking awesome the way that it's just all connected together. We start with the angelicness into the heaviness, and then with like Yari's amazing fucking screams and amazing vocals, and then we go into that lighter version where we go into the whole chorusy part of the song, where we are the sons of winter and stars, and they come from far beyond time, and so on and such forth. And it's just amazing and well put together, and it doesn't feel like 14 minutes. Like, in all honesty, every time I've ever listened to this, every time I've ever watched somebody react to this, it's always felt way shorter, apart from when people pause or fuck them. Like, I mean, I pause, don't get me wrong, because this is a long-ass song, and I don't want to just be sitting here for like 14 minutes without talking, because that just feels like a bad reaction to me, you know what I mean? Most metal songs, I won't pause because they're not as long or as epic. Not that the songs I react to aren't epic, but they're not as epic as something like this masterpiece from Wintersun. Either way, man, I'm just yabbering right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will catch you guys in the very, very next video. Until then, take it easy.